Welcome to our new moon, Chakra Savvy new moon session, intention session for Leo and Sahasrara or Sahasrara. I don't know exactly which way to go on that. I've read it both ways, but it's seventh chakra time. We've made it through all seven chakras. Now we're at the crown, and I've done a little bit of poking around to see what these things have in common, checked in with my own knowledge and intuition. And here's some things that we'll start with. Leo, the qualities of Leo. You know, he's the lion. He's the kind of, I think of him as the summer. My daughter is a Leo, and she brings the sunshine. Sun is Leo as well. That's his planet. But Leo teaches us authentic self expression. So having the courage to really say who and how you are. The crown chakra dissolves the illusion of separation, reminding us we are one with all. This pairing encourages you to live as a fully expressed soul in service to something greater. And that's my intention for our intentions, is to discover or remind ourselves, how are we to serve? Once we get to the seventh chakra and we dissolve the lines between us and them, dark and light, we release all attachments to how we think things should be. We look around and take in what is with the lightness and brightness of the most vibrant chakra. And we serve. We see where we can share our gifts. That's where that Leo authentic piece comes in. I don't know about you, but when there are, calls for help, maybe that's to go help flood victims and fire victims and all these natural occurrences, well, natural and unnatural combined. But, I'm always asking, what is mine to do? And it can become overwhelming. And my intention today is to not become overwhelmed, but to maybe pay attention to what are your unique gifts? How might those be what you offer into the world? A lot of times we think that it's not enough because it's not hard. And my argument is that if it's not hard, it's in the flow, that all the blockages that you might have to that sharing aren't there, which is like a green light saying, go with this. If you are one who is connected and just wants to join prayer vigils, that is your gift and it matters. If you like to put on gloves and go move rocks and boulders, then that is your gift. What are you to create? How can you create a better world through service? So these are the things we're tuning into today. So let's go ahead and tune in. I invite you to rub your palms and deepen your breath. So we get to release ego, the ego that says this isn't good enough, the ego that has information that is, I'm going to say, not always quite right. It's trying to protect you, but we're going to our highest self. So rest your hands on heart center, maybe on your high heart and your low heart at your belly. Maybe you'd like to just cover your face, however you would like to have your hands as you deepen your breath. Take a deep breath in, especially to the low hand or down into the low belly. And exhale completely. Again, deep breath in slowly. Let go completely. Just invite yourself to sit right where you are. Be in your body. This is an excerpt from a poem by Alia Alsaif Spears. I like my women how I like me, authentically and achingly true, wholeheartedly intuitive, bravely savoring life, faithful to divine timing, thirsty for the moonlight, dripping with the sun's glow, relentlessly manifesting dreams into reality, wild, untamed, and free. Let's open with one Om, bringing our voices together with the poets, the Leos, those of us in the Zoom room, and those on the recording. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Breathe into Om. Surrender your head to your heart. Lower your hands, open your eyes. Good. Now I'm going to read to us as just a little inspiration from, this is from modernom.com. I found this great resource where they actually line up chakras and astrology signs. Now these are the Western. Um, well, I don't know that it's delineated. I don't know. Anyway, it's putting together the chakras and the signs. And so just sit comfortably. I'll read this to us. And the intention is for you to kind of pull these things up and out of yourself. Know that you have all the energies of all the other signs of the zodiac, and you have all 7 chakras. So you have everything you need to find your intention this month regarding service. So just let things emerge for you, please. Leo people, our inspiration this month, are natural leaders, intelligent, warm, courageous, ready to blaze a trail. They have high self-esteem and thrive on social interactions. Maybe you can check one of those for yourself, even if it's not now. What about you in your 20s? What about you in your teens? What about the you that you envision? Natural leaders, intelligent, warm, courageous, ready to blaze a trail. They have high self-esteem and thrive on social interactions. Leo is ruled by the sun, which represents the spirit of life and is associated with power, authority, energy, creativity, and originality. Because of this invincible sun power, those born under this sign often possess the perfect combination of strength, love, intelligence, and resilience. See, we have some, each of us have some of these within us. So we've got a little bit of Leo. Leo is governed by the 7th or crown chakra, the symbol of infinite knowledge and wisdom, the ability to perceive both physically and intuitively, and to imagine. You know, the seed sound of 7 chakras is actually silence. And it's in the silence that we can connect with our imagination, go a little deeper to our intuition. Good. So infinite knowledge and wisdom, perception, intuition, and imagination. It's the realm of thought. Crown chakra helps us to conceive and implement solutions easily and effectively. It takes us beyond intellect, beyond intuition, beyond belief, and beyond the sense of separation. Can you imagine yourself just going beyond your perceived limitations, knowing you are beyond what you can touch and even have a sense of there's more. So when balanced, this chakra manifests in the desire to lead a life of service, giving without recognition or acknowledgement. So 7th chakra, one of the big jobs is releasing attachment. And it's at the final liberation, at the end of the liberation current, right? Liberation current rises, it frees us from the things that can weigh us down in the material world. They become higher and higher and higher and higher vibration until we finally, one day, we will all release that final attachment of life and move on to the next adventure, the next life, the next thing. So working with non-attachment is big in this. So we do not become attached to the recognition or acknowledgement of our good deeds. So that is a trapping of the ego, or of, yeah, it's the ego who wants to be soothed, knowing that you're a good person. Seventh chakra service is really about authentically expressed service, which is why I think it's good if we express our service, pull it from what we're already doing, because that is your God-given gift, rather than just for ourselves. It is to be shared with all. It allows us to be present in every moment without being attached to things material or immaterial. Unbalanced, it makes us feel disconnected from the universe, living meaningless lives. I work a lot with people on feeling the meaning in their life and living their life purpose. And the more I do this, the more I'm recognizing that you are already doing it. But you might have been convinced by self or other that it's supposed to be something else, that it's supposed to be grander, that it's supposed to be bigger, that it's supposed to be something other than what you're doing. But if we take in some Buddhist thought, we take in this ideas of the crown chakra, if you bring your intention to what you're doing, you are bringing meaning. You are bringing purpose. And so the service that we come into in seventh chakra is enough. It might be that you are the best one to give that cat a saucer of milk. It might be that you are the best one to reach out your hand and help someone across the street. That's it. That was meaningful. That was purpose. You might not have been acknowledged. There's a lot that we do that is not acknowledged but brings us joy if we remember, or we do it all in service. Ishvara Pranidhana is a lot about surrendering our will to the will of the divine, and finally surrendering our actions to the divine and the divine expression of all, of every human, of every creature, of the earth. So whatever you come to today, whether that is a saucer of milk or starting some big charity, it's the same. You are making an impact. And we only have to change our mind to address it and understand it. Okay? So Leo would say, whatever you're authentically doing, do in service. Do what you're already doing in service and see if it changes. Now, if you've been seeking something to do or you have a question around that, then maybe that will come through after our practice. So just a little food for thought there. What else did I want to share? Oh, you know what? I'm going to recommend the movie The Dark Crystal. You can get it on streaming now. I saw it as a kid. I've seen it since then recently, and I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. It has so much cool stuff in it. It's a quest, it's an archetypical quest. But spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, well, just plug your ears for a minute. But at the end, we've got the mystics, the good guys, and we've got the Skeksis, the bad guys. And during the Great Conjunction, right, they come together, and there's a prophecy that a Gelfling, our little guy that's on a quest to heal the crystal, at the Great Conjunction, they come together. And what happens when they do, again, plug your ears if you've never seen it, they come together, and the dark of the Skeksis matches with just these mystics, and it grows into this other thing that is full of light. It is beautiful and full of light. The crystal was healed, and it's just amazing. Why? Because the dark and the light came together. Because those two seeming opposites found their way to coexist. This is also what happens in seventh chakra. We bring together disparate parts and see that we are part of the light of all. That even the Skeksis in us, even the Skeksis around us, are actually part of our whole story. So when we serve both Skeksis and we serve the mystics, the light. Otherwise, it's kind of easy to help people who are nice, right? So seventh chakra with Leo is a great challenge to serve those you wouldn't normally. I'm just going to bring that into it. Who are the Skeksis in your life, and how might you serving them change your relationship to them, and in so doing foster more love in the world? Now, what impact would that be? Imagine if we all did that. That is a tremendous life purpose. So, yeah, we will transcend separation and attachment. We shine for shining's sake and shine for others, and you bring your gifts and talents to serve the greater good. I hope you're feeling inspired. I am. I'm like, let's do this. Let's get this rocking and rolling. Okay, I have a practice for us. It's short, and then I'll guide you into writing your intention. And let's see what happens, right? It's always a bit of magic when we come together for our new moon intentions, and it's one of my favorite things. Okay, so clear your space. We'll begin seated. You can do this. You can do this whole practice seated in a chair, or you can sit on a meditation cushion. You could stand. It's going to be primarily upper body. But if you're seated, feel where your body is on your chair. Just feel it, or on your cushion, or on your blanket. And plant your feet so that you're working with 90-degree angles. 90-degree at the hip, 90-degree at the knee. Shins go straight down to your nice feet planted there. Good. And now just to introduce ourselves, begin tapping the crown. Here is Sahasrara, our seventh chakra, full of violet vibrancy. And we just want to kind of start to crack it open. Remember, Sahasrara means thousand-petaled lotus, and sometimes its bud can become kind of tight. And we want that flower to open. Or today, it's like a sun, the Leo sun. Just keep tapping. And if your eyes aren't closed yet, go ahead and close your eyes and just feel the tapping all around. So it's not something that you're doing to yourself, it's kind of being done unto you. Let your fingers do the walking and talking. Good. Then release the tapping. Just notice how it feels. We'll be working with the liberating current. So we'll start at the bottom. Pat your feet. If you're seated, you're going to pattern them on the floor. If they're underneath you, put them in front of you and just really pat your feet. Anytime you're doing some good shaking, you might need to do some sighs. Sighs are very helpful. Good. Let your legs shimmer and shake. And then stop, breathe, and feel. If your legs are in front of you, fold them back in. Let's begin some pelvic tilts. It's important that the breath and the body move together. So as you inhale, really roll your pelvis forward. Your little tailbone will stick up back there. And then as you exhale, do a deep tuck under. Feel your body rock across Muladhara. This is where we break up any stuck soil. We add the water of Swadhisthana to make the soil just right amount of moisture for growth. Inhale as the pelvis rocks way forward, and exhale as it rocks back, and the rest of your body's just along for the ride. And we're doing a lot of forward and back motions and some twisting today. So I want you to think about, we're bringing front body and back body together as one, which is individual and universal. We're bringing future self, past self together. So rock between the opposites and let them come together. Now transition to rolling the pelvic bowl. It's just rolling in a circle. Good. And now take a big twist one way. Breathe out. out into the twist. Change directions. Right? We've moved up into the fire element, which is like our inner sun with Manipura. Manipura asks, what is ours to do? Sahasrara asks, well, how is mine to serve? Sometimes they're the same. Unwind. We'll do a little Kapalabhati breath. So if it's helpful, you can put your hand on your belly, but remember for this breath, the exhale is quick as you draw the navel back. The inhale is a natural rebound through the nose. We'll do 9 pumps and then we'll maintain the breath in. And I say maintain, not hold. So it's in and you hold it in a suspension before we release rather than bring it in, clamp down on it. Okay, it's different physically and energetically. So when I say hold, what I mean is suspend. Okay, we'll do 9 pumps 3 times. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale all the way. All right, lighting that inner breath on fire. Breathe in halfway and begin. Deep breath in and suspend. Keep the breath in. Lift the pelvic floor. Draw your energy up. Let it go slowly. Breathe in halfway. Begin. Deep breath in. Lift the pelvic floor. Rise up. Flick your energy upwards. Let it go. It's like the fire burns upway through the dross. One more time. Breathe in halfway. And begin. Breathe in and maintain. Hold, lift. Draw your energy up. Flip the pelvic floor up. Tailbone up. Rising up. Send the fire through your crown. Let it go. Sit for a moment. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and begin to circle your elbows. Slow, deep breathing. Moving into the heart, the air that nourishes the fire, that nourishes your inner sun, your inner self-expression. Begin to let your chest rise and fall if you haven't already. So there's a curve and a lift of the thoracic spine. So now the lower chakras are steady. You've done the pelvic tilts. Now just move in the upper back. Good, then let that come to stillness. Fingertips stay on your shoulders, pointing your elbows forward. As you inhale, palms forward, lift your chin. Here we go into the 5th chakra, so it's very exposed and open as you reach out through your palms and fingers. As you exhale, curl your fingers in, bow your head until you feel some lengthening of the back of the neck. So inhale is an invitation to open up, fingers spread, self-expression. Exhaling, draw in, inner intuition, inner guidance. Bring those two together. And now the same thing, but the elbows to the sides. So it's a sideways expression, and then you draw in. So you're really opening up and out into the space around you, full offering. And you come back in, nourishing and replenishing. In Sahasrara, we dissolve duality. But here in these lower chakras, we experience duality. So experience up, down, in, out, side, side. Okay, the next time your head is bowed, stay there. And interlace your fingers behind your skull, cosmic head rest. Moving your head into your hands, open your elbows and lift your gaze. So where your hands are cradling your skull, lift and press that energy as if through your mind, through your brain, into the front of the sixth chakra. Okay, so open your vision, open your eyes bright, drink in the light. Take a deep breath in, drawing light in. Exhaling, close your eyes, lower your chin, and point your elbows forward. Inhale with eyes bright, open, draw in the light of the sun. Even if you can't see it, you know it's there. And as you exhale, close your eyes, bow your head. Again, stay with the duality. I'm reminded of the saying that the butterfly wings flap and cause a tsunami. That is how our small acts of kindness and service create a wave of kindness and service in the world. Good. Next time you're coming through neutral, release your hands down. And it wouldn't be a lion practice without lion's breath. So here we breathe in, and lion's breath is you stick your tongue way out, and you cross your eyes and look up. And you go, ha, like a big roar, okay? We're gonna do 3. Take a nice deep breath in. And we go, ha. Really stretch your face. Ha. Ha. Close your eyes and just feel. Energy of the face. Create a lotus with your hands. Thumbs touch, pinkies touch, and bring it to your crown. You look like the top of the new creation of light and dark that came together in the dark crystal. They have this at the top of their head. It's beautiful, these crowns. This is our lotus crown. So as you inhale, this is kind of the meat of our meditation here. It's a little complicated, but if you understand what I mean when I say lift your pelvic floor, draw your energy up, that's what we'll do during the inhale, which is different than we usually do. So please avoid getting frustrated and just go along for the ride. Let your body take over a little bit. So here, we have this here. We'll teach you and then we'll do it together. As we inhale, we will bring through our mind's eye and our beautiful open chakra light all the way down Shushumna to the base. Good. And the exhale goes back up. However, halfway down the inhale, this is about where you lift the pelvic floor, send the energy up, even as the inhale kind of continues. And then the exhale is just a surrendering and releasing. Try not to get too heady. If you just want to inhale light down, exhale up, that's fine. This little boost is helpful to open up the crown. So we go. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. Okay, breathing in, draw light down. About halfway through your breath, pause, lift your pelvic floor, lift up, send it through the crown. Finish the inhale. And exhale, reaching back up through the lotus flower. Inhale through the nose. About halfway down, pause, lift, finish the inhale. Exhale completely, just elongating. If your arms or shoulders become tired, you can do as if, just holding the lotus lower, but imagining it at the crown. Okay, so continue for about a minute. On the exhale, you can imagine the light coming out and around you. Let it reach up and out like a geyser. Just 3 more rounds. You can release the arms. And now from a deep, quiet place, just allow the mantra to emerge. On the inhale, I, and on the exhale, serve. Just let the words ride the breath like this beautiful wave within you. Once the mantra has taken on a life of its own, pay attention to what comes to your mind. Are there images or scenes, desires, or people or populations? What comes to mind on the mantra, I serve? Watch the images like a montage, or have a sensation of who or what you serve. Maybe even a memory. When it distills itself to something clear that you feel like capturing and writing, then I would encourage you to begin to write. I serve. How are you serving already? Let's just take about another minute. If it feels complete, just make sure that it's succinct and repeatable as an intention for your time. Can't wait to find out if you're already doing it. I believe that you are. Let's finish out this movement session, meditation. I invite you to pause, come back to your breath. With palms together, just a moment here of gratitude for your inner wisdom that unlocks through the practice of yoga and meditation. And even a moment of gratitude if you have no answer. Just breathe into a little faith that something will come, that your intention will emerge. And let's chant 1-0. Breathe in. I wanted to read this one more time and I forgot. I like my women how I like me, authentically and achingly true, wholeheartedly intuitive, bravely savoring life, faithful to divine timing, thirsty for the moonlight, dripping with the sun's glow, relentlessly manifesting dreams into reality, wild, untamed, and free. That is all for this recording. I will continue on with the Zoom room. If you're enjoying the recording, I hope that you can come next time. The next one will be in August on the 23rd at 10 o'clock Central. Okay, and I don't know what it is yet because we've done all 7 chakras, so it'll reveal itself, I'm sure. I will see you then. Bye for now.